Musicall.
It's time to learn. Let's go.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back, guys. So, teacher, what's on the menu today?
Today we'll be learning about key signatures.
Key signatures? Again? Didn't we already cover that topic in Theory of Music Part 3?
Yes, Ruby, we did. But there's more. This time, we will learn key signatures that are more than 2 sharps or flats. As a little bonus, we'll also learn some tips on how to quickly find out the key signatures.
Oh, cool! Let's go!
First off, let's take a look at the order of sharps. It starts off with F, followed by a C, G, D, A, E, and lastly B. Let's make it easier to remember them. Father Charles goes down and eats breakfast.
Ooh! Breakfast! I had oats for breakfast.
Okay, thank you for that information, Ruby. Let's move on. Now, if we see only 1 sharp on the stave, the sharp is an F sharp. 2 sharps would be F sharp and C sharp. 3 sharps would add on a G sharp on top of the first 2 sharps. 4 sharps would add on a D sharp. 5 sharps adding on an A sharp. 6 sharps an E sharp added on. And lastly, if there are 7 sharps, we would have F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp, and B sharp.
Ooh la la! It's starting to get confusing. But teacher, how do we identify the key?
Here comes the more interesting part. To identify the key of this key signature, we follow these 4 steps. Step 1. We list the order of sharps. So we have F, C, G, D, A, E, and B. Step 2. We count the amount of sharps there are in the stave.
There are 4 sharps in this example.
Awesome! Next, we identify the last sharp, which is a
D sharp.
Good! Now step 3. From the last sharp, which is a D sharp, we count half a step up from D sharp, which would be
An E.
Bravo! And you've completed the final step, which is identifying the key. So the key of this key signature is an E major.
Ooh, I think I get it now.
Why don't you recap the 4 steps for us again, Ruby?
Sure. Step 1. We list the order of sharps. Step 2. We count the sharps and identify the last sharp of this key signature. Step 3. We count half a step up from the last sharp. Step 4. We identify the note that is a half a step up from the last sharp, and that would be the key.
Well done, Ruby!
Teacher, what if we see flats as the key signature instead?
To find out the order of flats, we first take a look at the order of sharps. Now, if we invert the order of the sharps, we now have the order of flats.
Ooh, so it will be B, E, A, D, G, C, and F.
That's right. Now, as usual, there is an easier way to remember these order of flats. Before eating a donut, get coffee first.
Oh, donuts! I like donuts.
Now, if there is 1 flat in the key signature, it would be a B flat. 2 flats would be a B flat and E flat. 3 flats, we would add on an A flat. 4 flats would add on a D flat. 5 flats would add on a G flat. 6 flats would add on a C flat. And lastly, if there are 7 flats, there would be B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, C flat, and F flat.
So, do we use the same 4 steps to identify the key for flats?
Not exactly. There are still 4 steps, but now these 4 steps are slightly different. Let's take a look. Step 1. We list the order of flats. Step 2. We count the flats in the key signature. So in this example, there are
4 flats. Seems like the first two steps are the same as when identifying the key signature for sharps.
Ah, yes. But here is where it's different now. Step 3, we identify the flat before the last flat. Ruby, can you tell me the flat that is before the last flat in this example here?
The one before the last flat is an A flat.
Yes! And step 4, you identify the key, which is an A flat major.
Oh wow! It's so simple to identify the key signature when we follow these steps.
Yes, Ruby. Now can you please recap for us the steps to identify the key for key signatures with flats?
Sure! Step 1. List the order of flats. Step 2. Count the flats. Step 3. Identify the flat that is before the last flat. Step 4. When we identify the note of the flat that is before the last flat, that would be the key.
Well done, Ruby. Now quiz time.
Ooh, it's time to put what we've learned into practice.
Can you identify the key of this key signature? Is it D or A major?
Step 1. List the sharps. Step 2. Count the sharps. There are 3 sharps. Step 3. Identify the last sharp and count half a step up. The last sharp is a G sharp, so half a step up would be an A. Step 4. Identify the key, which is A major.
Well done, Ruby. You've been following the steps you've learned. Next, identify the key of this key signature. Is it a B flat major or E flat major?
Ah, easy peasy. It's an E flat major.
Bravo, Ruby! Good job! That's all for today. Don't forget to like this video. If you found this video helpful and interesting, don't forget to share it with your friends. Do also subscribe to our channel for more, and remember to click on the notification bell to receive update notifications for new videos.
Bye bye.